Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by InTheMoneyStocks. My name is Nick Santiago. Today is June 23rd, 2015. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll start off with the S&P 500 Emini Futures first. You're going to see that the futures are trading higher by $3.75. Right now they are sitting at 21.16 and a quarter per contract. You can see the futures have rallied up, then came back down, rallied up again, and now are coming back in. Yesterday, the market, for the most part, was up decently, so we want to respect that. But again, I still think we're in for a volatile week and a choppy week, and we'll see how it plays out. Right now, futures are coming back in off the highs, and we'll see where they could settle or find some footing. But remember, yesterday's volume was extremely light. That does help the market stay buoyant. We'll see if today is another light volume day. If it is, that will help the market stay afloat. If it isn't, then the markets could come under some more pressure. So again, we'll see how that plays out once the opening bell rings in about 40 minutes. All right, let's talk about some stocks in the news today. We're going to start off with the first one, which is DRI. This is Darden Restaurants. Stock is gapping up really nice. Closed at $69.38. It is currently sitting at $72.85. This is an overbought equity. I do like the move today. It's a nice move. The equity on the bigger time frames is still in an uptrend, but you got to be very, very careful here. This is overbought. If you own this, try your stop loss. If you do not own it, I would not be a buyer up here. I would not chase it. So just remember that. The company, I believe, came out with earnings earlier, but either way you slice it or dice it, you want to be a little bit careful here. It is an overbought equity. Doesn't mean it can't go higher. I would just not chase it up at these levels, and if you do own it, I would put a trailing stop in immediately. All right, let's take a look at the next one here, which is Carnival Cruise Line. I believe I saw something there earlier where the company was reporting earnings. I just want to verify it real quick. But let's take a look at CCL. And what you'll see here is stock is trading at $50.37. Looks like they closed, I believe, right at $49.92. So you're getting a little uptick. It's not really all that big a deal. This is another equity on the daily chart that looks a little bit overbought here. So you want to be real careful with Carnival. If you own this one, try your stop loss. I'm not seeing anything out of the ordinary here, but we'll just see how it plays out once the opening bell rings. Next one let's move on to is BlackBerry, BBRY. This is the old Research in Motion. This stock really had a nice bid after reporting earnings, went all the way up to $10.20, but it is now back down to $9.38. So BlackBerry closed at $9.20 yesterday. Did have a nice little pop there. I'm seeing a ton of resistance on the daily chart around $10.55. So even if it does rally back up, watch that $10.50, $10.60, $10.55. There should still be a lot of daily chart resistance around that level. Looks like they did sign some type of an agreement with Cisco, so I'm not sure if we can make too much out of it. But all in all, it looks like right now BlackBerry's moving higher. But when it's all said and done, they did sign some type of a patent agreement with Cisco. They also missed the estimates on the top and bottom line. So again, good little move, good little reaction. We don't care about the news. We only care about the chart. And right now, the chart's not giving us a lot of information. All right, let's take a look at this GDOT. This is green dot, GDOT is the ticker symbol here. Nice little move here. Stock closed at $15.31. It is trading at $19.65. That's a big time move for a company that was trading all the way down here. It's now approaching the $20 level. I'm going to have gap resistance levels for this one. I've got them worked out already. They'll be posted up in the chat room at around 9 a.m. Let's take a look at SONC. This is the Sonic, the restaurant. Stock right now is trading at $32.57, closed at $34 and a quarter. So it's a decent little dip. The only levels that would interest me for this stock would be around $29.20, $29.10. Around there, I think you can look for a bounce in Sonic. Let's take a look at the next one here on my list, which is IHS. I think they reported earnings as well. Stock right now is trading at $129, closed at $128.63. I'm going to give this the upside bias to around $132. I think $132 is where the stock does hit a little bit of a wall of resistance, so be aware of that. Be a little bit careful. This equity also is on the thinner side. Rarely does it trade 1 million shares a day. In fact, it averages around 250 to 300,000. So you want to be a little bit careful with this one. But either way, give it the upside bias because the volume in the equity is light. It has a good little move. 132 around there. Start looking for some resistance points in the name. All right, on the left side of my screen here, you're going to see this is the U.S. dollar index, which is soaring higher today. The dollar's up real nice, trading at 95.68. When the dollar's up, generally oil and gold are going to be down, and that is the case today. Gold futures right now are down $6.60 to $1,177.50 an ounce. If we take a look at the GLD today, which is a good ETF to trade gold, you're going to see that's now around the 112.92. It closed at 113.64. Oil. Crude oil is also down today, down 51 cents to $59.87 an ounce. If you take a look at the USO today, which is another ETF that is a good way to trade crude, you're going to see this is trading at $20.07. So crude oil is getting hit today. Again, anytime the dollar is strong, oil will generally come under pressure. Airline stocks could benefit. Take a look at American Airlines. Just full disclosure, I do own this one. That is upticking a little bit. UAL, which I do not own, that is ticking up a little bit as well. So some airline stocks there could get a bid on the back of weaker oil. We'll see how that plays out. But there's a lot more going on here. We'll see how this market shapes out throughout the rest of the trading day, and we'll see where we go. Futures right now have slipped a little bit more, just up $2 now on the session. So again, traders should be ready for a wild one. If we get some volatility out here, we'll get some trading action. That's always a positive in the morning for day trades. With that being said, everybody have a great trading day, and we will see you on the charts.